basis why they say so. The NDC has no social intervention programs. It's the funniest thing I heard. Who brought the District Assembly's Common Fund concept? It was the NDC. We put it in the 1992 Constitution and said 5 to 8% of total government revenue should go directly to the districts for their development. So if you go to your district and the District Assembly has built a school, a KVIP, a nursery, a sports recreation, a community center, it is a social intervention of NDC that has produced that. Who introduced the GET Fund? Ms. Rawlings, NDC. We passed the GET Fund law. And but for the GET Fund, where would our education be? Most of the educational infrastructure in this whole country is being provided through the GET Fund. And so how can you say we haven't introduced social intervention policies? But in any case, what is social intervention policy? Is an action or policy that provides social services or social benefits to the people. And so it's not only GET Fund and other things. We have provided more access to water than any other government in the history of this country. When Professor Mills came into government, access to clean drinking water was 58%. By the time we left office, access to clean drinking water was 76%. For Accra alone, we added 40 million more gallons of water. In 8 years, not 1 gallon has been added. And I hear the Ghana Water Company say, oh, Accra is overgrowing its supply of water. It's overgrowing its supply because in 8 years, you have not added a single gallon to it. You must plan and know what your population growth rate is. And you must continue to put in the capacity to bring in more water. And that's why I'm saying that we took water and brought it in from the northern direction of this country. And so Adenta and other places that had never gotten water for almost 15 years saw their taps flowing for the first time. Today, I'm sure your taps flow twice a week or something. If you don't store water, you will run short. And so we need to invest to bring more water supply, not only to Accra, but to all our growing communities around the country. And so if you are a government and you haven't invested in improving water, definitely access to people will be denied. We've extended electricity more than any government in the history of Ghana. Electricity is a public good. When electricity arrives in a community, it changes the lives of the people very rapidly. People can engage in small-scale enterprises. It was Rawlings who introduced the Rural Electrification Program and the National Electrification Program. And so today, when we say that Ghana has more than 80% access to electricity, it's because the NDC introduced those policies for us to be able to do so. So how can any person say that NDC has not introduced any social intervention? Even the NHIS. NDC started a pilot in Damango and Nkranza for the NHIS. Implementation started in President Kufuor's time. But what President Kufuor introduced was a mutual health insurance scheme. And so your card, your NHIS card, allowed you to access health services only in the district in which you were registered. Today's National Health Insurance Scheme was introduced by Professor Mills. He changed it from a mutual district insurance scheme to a national health insurance scheme so that your card could access health care anywhere in Ghana you go. And so I wonder what is giving these people this idea. You know, I can refer to free school uniforms and free sandals. The free school uniform policy was introduced by Professor Mills. I can refer to the free textbooks for basic schools. When Nana Jane, seated here, was minister, she came and met a situation where 3 children had access to 1 textbook. By the time she left office as minister, every child in basic education had access to 4 textbooks of their own. If that is not social intervention, I wonder what else is social intervention. Even let's take progressive free SHS. It's a policy, the free SHS. I launched the free SHS. And so you can't say that we have not had any social intervention. If you talk about the cocoa sector, our policy of free fertilizer and free cocoa inputs and free seedlings changed the lives of the cocoa farmers. And if you remember, when I was leaving office, we did almost 1 million tons of cocoa because of the policy that we had of giving these inputs to the farmers free. If that is not a social intervention, I wonder what else is. That argument must stop. And the point even is, these people have done more harm to social interventions than any other government in history. They capped the NHIS, and apart from that, they starved it of funds. And so most people with an NHIS card today cannot access health services. You go, you get a consultation, there are no drugs, not even analgesics. You go to hospitals and they say they won't accept the NHIS card because the NHIS is not refunding their claims. And it's not refunding their claims because this government has starved the NHIS of money. They've starved the District Assembly's Common Fund of money. The Constitution said 5% to 8%. We were giving District Assemblies 7.5% of national revenue. When this government came, they reduced it to 5%. And the rest they are putting into the consolidated fund to spend at the center. And even the 5% does not come. If you go and ask any district secretary, he will tell you there is no money. They go begging the MPs to let them have access to the money in their district common fund accounts to be able to do even some of the basic things. And so this government is doing more. Get fund, they collateralize Get Fund and spend the money in advance. So Get Fund is not able to continue the projects that it is undertaking because the fund has been collateralized. And so this government has done more harm to the existing social interventions than any other government in the history of the country. I support any bill that will improve our education. One, to make it sustainable. Two, to afford quality education for our children. And so any bill that would achieve this is something that I'll support. I haven't seen the bill, and I don't think that it has been subjected yet to stakeholder consultation. But we would want to see the bill, and I'm sure that when Cabinet has approved it, it will be laid in Parliament. And when it's laid in Parliament, as a parliamentarian, the normal action is to refer it to the committee responsible. And I'm hoping that when that bill is referred to the committee responsible, it will do the proper stakeholder consultation so that we all can be on board. Because if you're making fundamental changes to our educational system, I think that parents, teachers, and everybody who has a stake in education must be involved. I don't know, we are just hearing rumors, and as long as we haven't seen the bill, you cannot say if they are authentic or not. But I think some of the things I've heard is to fuse the JHS and the SHS together. That is a very fundamental move. And so if you're going to do that, what will the impact be? What do teachers say? What do parents say? What do students say? What do all the stakeholders in the industry say? There are rumors that BEC will be cancelled, and so it's just rumors we've heard. Until we see the bill itself, we cannot make any determination. But like I said, I will support any bill that goes to improve quality and sustainability of our free SHS. Thank you.
But Your Excellency, she also wanted to know what your position on free SHS is.
My position on free SHS?
Yes, aside the bill, yes.
My position on free SHS is known. In 2015, I launched progressive free SHS. That's what the Constitution says. The only difference between us and MPP is the approach. We thought that we should put the infrastructure in place and we should do the necessary preparation to absorb the free SHS. And so we started with day students. We made it free for day students. And in the second year, we absorbed 120,000 students on the free SHS. Nanado himself lauded me. It's there in the media. Just, if I had my phone here, I would Google it. He said, Nanado lauds Mahama's free SHS. It's there. UNESCO, congratulated us for launching the free SHS. How can a person who launched free SHS be against free SHS? And so it's a political gimmick that is played by our opponents. Free SHS has come to stay. And nobody can roll it back. All we're saying is, let's improve the implementation. Let's take away the bottlenecks. Let's work to abolish the fast track. Let's be able to feed the children better by decentralizing the school feeding, the free SHS school feeding program. So those are all the kinds of initiatives we're thinking about. But we can only take that decision if we come together as stakeholders and discuss freely the challenges that it faces. Today, there is not the environment for a free discussion of free SHS. Ask any teacher or headmaster. If they make comments adverse to the conditions and implementation of free SHS, they are either sacked or they are transferred to Siberia. And so we must change that. We must free them to be able to come up and talk about it and discuss free SHS and how we can improve it. My commitment is to improve it. And so that political gimmick, if he comes, he will cancel free SHS. And I've seen some Osofutu going around and repeating the same thing. I don't know if he's, I don't know who he is, but he's also gone around repeating that same tired, hackneyed, political propaganda. I am committed to free SHS. I was the one who launched free SHS in this country, and free SHS has come to stay.
Live on TV as was it, and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. Wasugusua, Wutiedi Free 37 Abebese Street, also in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana. They mount in all the 16 regions across the country. Northern Regional Capital, Tamale. We are live on Kesmi and Amana FM. Boko in the Upper East region, we are live on Source 100.1 FM. Pusiga in the Upper East region, Wimpan Sampa one day FM, Womunina FI Life, and every Western Regional Capital Takwadi, them, and was sharp 106.9 FM, Ziama Lembele Western 100.3 FM, Yimianuma Wabono, and in the Patemo, 90.9 FM on Soko, Sanso, and Suma FM, Ewon Kankwanta, for Regional Capital Goes, we are live on Nananum 92.5 FM station. With ambition, Samson Aduno FM, was Sankore. Volta Regional Capital, Hoye Global, 105.1 FM. Muti Region, you are 79.7 FM, Kite Cratche, Sanso, and a KFM or Passa. You know, war a year Jessica, FI Live, Boem FM. London, GFM Radio, and FI Live Radio, Samson, United States of America, Virginia, Apple 68 FM. On your multi TV DJ box, Radio S was 3.1, and then Yakikanyano. Ubetimi I will share or like and I will share Facebook Live or TVS was at Ghana Power 979. Samson on Facebook Live or share na I will like and I will share no na YouTube so SYZ broadcasting. Maybe I will be a Power and a TVSYZ. Asante memo ene otumfo se to otokoko so wagene de share na po awa to abameshia himfie na nadu kopiem hobi. Sabe ensam ya nyansa be ni nimu na nado ede akwa akotudwa nenei na nado sabe maka so ogina ba bia ka ensamfo efa his excellency John Dramani Mahama ho a ye be answer the same thing ye be ba ye de wonsem nyina ebe bremo efutu a aya santemawura otumfo se to otekokɔ so wode ama eye napo ye se tufu a ye teteu nanso obi atete no 55 years no ntumi nware ya teteu manhia himfie 55 years no ntumi nware. You last year no worry ye. Ahun sem ebeba. Obepe vice running mate ye dia no di mirika akɔpa abusuan bi kyewa akɔware wo mu ba. Ye de hun sem ebebre o. Enra ewo electoral commission office me ka kire o. Sir Angels 400 million in the go office wo na enema ekoso meeting omo ye mputupru meeting bi Angels no every feel bi a kire me. Na so na me de me nansi wona Angels no ewo ho ende IGP akasa, James Anso akasa. Ensemo ho awie. Uti meeting bi. Enso Angels no bo wi aho na no. Ama James Abamwentena akasa, IGP nso akasa. Wait till said the Angels are working. And who some former director of elections Edma NDC honorable Visefi Yanka on also Edison B Atuja Obete ho ensem na dwadifo a wo mem hanso no ensem ban ene omu ede Atuja fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama ho why eno mu be vote amano in 2024 ni nyina ensema yede ebrewo ene awie TVS was it and power 97.9 FM as like I say come Mugabe Maase clinic and Eba center se the PSC o me de Mugabe Maase garlic capsules e de aba edwaso Sanso and a power specialist Herbal Hospital. Yet I see the PSA Eddie more. As natural mineral water, Ura Mekom Shop BMA, Ubenye be ato, Dudua Utu, no, the Bura Mekom Shop BMO, Urawa, Utubia Kufia, Command Quadano, Utu Akoton, Mekom Shop Biobi Remono, Ubenya S natural mineral water nibi ato. Sanso as the PSA come Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine. Sanso na Safari Valley Eco Resort, or more down in the eastern region, almost Sukoimoa. Yedi jumedie ede ebrewo na muzu eba clinic ede amuzu garlic bitters ena eboye ene ewie ewo jumedie no so Mugabe Maase ni midi ubetimi afremi atankolega big at the capacity man semeti omo medame ho aba yeba gibre na afei yetumi abie nsem no nyina ede amayera hefo ene ye netifo. Welcome back live on TVS was it and also on Power 97.9 FM. Support from the 900 million angels. Atankolega biga Mugabe Maase capacity ma fei and maybe be in some nyinamo ede amayena hefo any NT4 na ene yasase na yasase ede free eye menhia himfie ho ena His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo President of the Republic of Ghana NCBR na opake ne niama ede free eye Jubilee House on the 7th day of January 2025 na chese opebiwe ede ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no de efie nyansa amemu a eye nyansa nyamesuro ewom ahoto ewom ede abrɛ timemofo a eye ebetumi asesa obi ahyebre 24-hour economy no ebe hye Ghana ade sie nyina any the youth wo mo eye asetenam any wo mabrabo mo eno no de ede ebre Ghana fo ene okopia mo asante ni eye menhia himfi achas asante mawura na himfi menhia palace ho ene okopia mo ho na esema na na de kokika ye nyina no na yete sa ayampia ene okoto ye media akonya no se wo se obi aba from 1982 no obi afuru mienu obi furu ba akopɛ na otehwe ye ene opeso osan afuru biem na mede nyame ma me kwanya ema me furu mienu na ofuru ye no under this democratic dispensation under the fourth republic sabi yehu Rollins yeto aba nipa ba akokura ahwere ne nkwa yehu Kofuo obi ahwere ne nkwa yehu Atames obi ahwere ne nkwa Mahama hand over peacefully to you obi ahwere ne nkwa nanso wo second come no de ne siye uku nipa nwotwe ebesi nne se nipa nwotwe no abusuafo a wo hwe wo enkwa no wutumi ma wo ya akokura abesi ne wunya platform bia na woto ayampia edemane Mahama eye nwumesua na wunyem sene Mahama efie nyansa na awosene Mahama eye amemmo mu nyansa na awosene Mahama nanado the angels want to know so wunya platform with the market your candidate here market your candidate and leave John Mahama alone the John Mahama aye ewo Ghana abakosem no nanado ya ma 100 years okura wuntumi nya bi efie nyansa memu a John Dramani Mahama de ma Ghana for enya se asanteman mu die ni o asanteman na mukopie mu ewo menhia yefie no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enam se ye wo no ye tete no ya anya no ntino okọ asanteman wura ho a okonkobobo ne ministers din obobo na achievement adwuma wo ye ewo asanteman efie nan na wo fra konya no efie nan no eho won faso se wo fie nwotwe na watena so no wokọ asanteman wura ho ne efie nwotwe no se de wa ye de ma asanteman John Mahama kejetia ho Tepa government hospital ewo ho ye bowura se wu a ye hu hospital ho ye bowura kuma wu a ye hu hospital ho ye bowura eye pakoso a ye hu eye yi blog ewo ho ye bowura eye adudwama ye hu yi blog ewo ho ye bowura formula ye hu hospital ewo ho ye bowura eye kuma wu a ye hu ensuo ewo ho ye bowura mapo ye hu ensuo ewo ho ye bowura barikasia ye hu eye water ye kosi eye office ne patem tafofo enyomo market atosufo enyomo market asewasufo enyomo market town roads Kumase Suame Pankrono ene ne patam nyina no asantema enya omode na na do kire de wo ba ye ewa Asante region afari military hospital kwa de mejai ka de wa ya ma asantema ni enhwe cocoa rose in Asante region. The oba enu ko gina Asante man we anim no. Kan de waya ma Asante man. Na Asante man nyina hu no say, ah nanado waya ade. Kum na obekum wotwe na wode kwa second round. Ane ni amafo secha ya fu a je mesa eye ya the resource makoma ko be 6 ya enim resource awode we ne second second term no eda so ebesi ho ebesi ne itimi gazette abato aye 2 year in 2020 wona ma na woto ayampia na woto ayampia na woto ayampia enya ayampia na no ne yawie asatema fo beto aba it's not about where this year ne tete no enya no otufo ni vote ye 1 obi o ma hia bia ni vote ye 1 wote aye ma hia sa for vote ye 1 said otufo vote ye 1 sa na me de ye 1 Jomama de ye 1 Aferijan de ye 1 Charlotte Osa de ye 1 Chief Justice de ye 1 obi a vote ye 1 and the ekoso no enye obi na beba beka say wo fra yimfie nti no wo hwe wasetenam na wasetenam nko yie wo wasetenam na dialysis awasa wo ya 3 sessions in a week wo tumi enye okọ hospital kwa ya close sa eye department na bekwa akoya sa renal unit no ya close ni nyina enu a wasem tumi eto no wo bank usika wo de kwato ananado atena so woni na busuafo atena so wo sori a wo se de wo fra himfie na de to aba ahimfie obi a vote ye 1 wonya tete ye wa ahimfie ene besi nei 55 years no tumi ware na nanum tumi 24 55 years na onware na nanum tumi 24 so onware wo fra ahimfie na akonya bi betumi aba beto no otufo wonya the age of 55 asan wo ware akwasa djema wonya 55 years asan wo ware munya wo fra ahimfie no yenya atie ne putwa ya pa ma asanteman anya wo ye de hye enya ye de hye asam ne kan sesia o ye pe obi a ikase kumasi kajetia ya se Jomama na ye kumasi fo asantemafo muti kajetia ehwo si ya no ba bia hye ya ne sisi amamo Central Market ekosi sai kumasi Krofom Market akosi sai kumasi Shufort akosi sai ejuma ne ye pe obi obeba be ye ejuma ye soma banyansafo ye soma na motete age 55 fra won ware yes ya tete wa hemfie age 55 na won ware yes ya tete wa hemfie ejuma be na wo ye 55 years na won ware ye braba na wo at the age of 55 braba na wo ba na won ware ye jimirika be pe running mate tinu ya tutu mirika kopo obi ebuso ebe chose ya fa ba ma na ware no suban bonefo ya woni buo matema na eye good sasa temawura se atufu wodem na so semni bo ho ba ka wo badwama mo bi ate se asu mu ade na po ene asantemawura otumfu se to ate kokwa so waka pai sa manfo keka se wu mu ade ene da ho no nyame na meka arrogant napo ya kwani ekotie nsem huna na na do kotena ene sa kasha twitwi a okoka no wo menhia hemfie yekotie bi
asante wawuni Ghana mra ya dia chichiro o man etrese Ghana ni bia be fro kunya kese no a utumi fu ni premier no na ubreso a esise pobi no ba be hye wa na emu ebi no manya kwa antu na fu ni mienu ebi no fu no ba ko pe na that's what you want, yeah, pretty, now, we don't go Sammy. A mammy quiet a fool, you know. The Breno, feel what you know. A banner. Who flew me, no, as I tomato or flew back on Wamamo Kajetia. Wamamo Tapa Government Hospital, what flew back go. Wamamo Tosu, a year market, Wamamo Tafo Market, Wamamo Sehua Hospital. Wamamu Kumawu Hospital, Mama Kumawu Nsuo, Mama Konobunsuo, ama hospital. Why was you for Africa mienu nyame na ehia no? Die no waya de ama asantema woni ne napo no. Nyema wotwe na woku omo ana otumi furu mienu. Mienu no ku watwe. Me ka without fear of favor, be sin na abusuafo no kwa wotumi mo omo yakọ. Se waya dan nyame ehia wo na wo furu mienu. Nyame ehia wo nie. Wamamu atonsuom okakasa fi kasa twie ene na ahye wo no oba da fu mienu etosu mienu na the second coming of John aba na second coming of John no
ye be hu say wu hospital ye be wie second coming of John kuma wo fo be nya hospital ye be wie second coming of John and nyuma wan wie nyina wasatema ma sha say wan wie e bi ti say Crawford market we be wie second coming of John Mahama no aye central market second place no we be wie second coming of John Mahama no kanye tia ejato mo amusese be se na no we be wie power to the people asatema wi akasa wasena po ya teteo na satema wi akasa na ya da ase anwumre awode sia no teteo no na so ankoyie de se kokoro pa mateti no ofie acha so nam anu o bossa be sabi ni hwia mo sa left right center onware so ye gay so dia me minim de sana po no ye gay anu o pa ware de na minim na mbrese bedwani a waso ya medical doctor no wanya 55 years say wo 56 wanya 55 years na bema say mitimi kwabo akokoko say me be ware na wo say napo wo ye married wo bia ba ye hwa ne credentials ye hwa ne biography ye hu nipa no wo fi wa ware ne maya sai ne maame ya hwan ne papa ya hwan ne hometown he ne ya wo no school ba na wakoye na po be si nei last year obepe running mate nti ena mo pam say ye tufu ati aware na cheko ware age 55 aba me kura me nya 30 years na me ware mbaba ka kire me say Maase wache me ware ya na me botu mu fast me tie nkola 9 2 boys 2 girls at my age 45 me come what 45 years enkwada 9 emma mienu mema mienu se kura me wie me bi aka ho joma wa me bi aka ho me na po 56 years na wote wa maye mabulu nkwada ya ba ware awowo ede na metrika so Mugabe ne ba ne gosi won na ekono ne ba ne princess ne ba ne Julius timi wo de me ba Julius Debra me de me ba to no ye na ma yehu yire last year ene wakwa ware yesi atete wa hemfie ya tete wa hemfie no ene 55 years na ware ye to be pa running mate ya na ye di mirika akosiri obi ba ne yire yakọ pacha odi nkotodwa go fom ene de ama wa say ware ne te say be ya asemo ba be running mate ne de hwan wasi o sa be ba be ya vice president organa to fia kwa AC enya adwuma na enya adwuma tena he pa e bia wo pebi mo fa ma wo mansia enya adwuma na enya mede sa santemawia wanu akasa de na so ayedan atofom ate say amanfo say unwa de uye arrogant asantemawia otumfo na eka wonya me na meka na atoga na fo nyina so asom se wo mu ade dumso aba tumfo aba abontra be ka say dumso asese ne niema asantemawia be ka say amanfo ka bie say dumso yi hayo ese yenyumo ne se fatal table bra say de be ya ye betumi de hu ekwan a ye sori a betu ye niema no pa na betu ye niema nwumre ye be so e fridge no tambe na wo se edum no ana edum ne aso ankose e fridge wo se mo am koye mo tam table ni pa phone na cancer phone obo ne hwene te se kwa kwado bi a ayi beifo a wakwa didi aba abeka ball aso a ade ache no no obo ne hwen am koye mo tam table useless one such a caricature wo be se obe ye vice president Uganda hwia kai ade nsuo to ye no anadwene ye hu ade ache ye nsuo ye hu se nsuo anto yahudi anim ko yachi ye be ma useless we aba be we he enam say woni do enitima de ma ema nti no ena no person be ware nti wo ba na wa wo no oka kire wo say akola wo kindergarten no sa eye tumu LGBTQ no ye de sate eye kindergarten ko woni ba woni ne ko sa kindergarten ni bi woni tema de man kwada kindergarten oba no totofia kwa no na pono totofia kwa no kindergarten o say hwan yi curriculum ne yesesa no se de be ya de beba no nkola wo mu de fa be wo me na kola mu de mo se wo mo ene e kire nkola no se de kana ma akora betim ni nipa ada ohu se de perfume we obey education minister ne ma wo de ba ho no sabra amafo ka se eye toilet ba umia ka se toilet omo betena so 2 years toilet no water problem obi anya bi mu no na nkwada ewo eye SHS no wo mu nya ba bi a omo beja wo mo enan ema parents ne start complaining say omo ma e the polythene bags ni ade wo mu nigum ewo schools no mu akoto ago da po be ka kire Ghana for say polythene bag no kura no maye luck ni mo nya bi nigum ntemo fa ne sa such a caricature pese obeye wo vice president Ghana ha adai ejimi fo nkwa na beto aba we mama we ma se omomrawo sabi ejimi fo na beto aba de ama ba wo miane napo so omomeye omomedi eso wo Ghana ha ye ni frayo banyansafo bie ne wa ya anyam ne bosome nko a me ma wo nkwada nan na me hwete se obi a wono no wanya 55 years no ware ye no me kwoto aba ma na se wone ba wo mia hwe me ma e wo Ghana ha o safo mafo ne mate Britain na no mo ye adwuma won contribute senate da won mo we ne election wode ne ba abaka kire se adwuma na sa zonya kwan ma ne ba e wo senate and ne ba na hwe me no senate so me statitu a senate e ye the year 2000 ma contribute say 24 years satam now safo mafo ma no mo ye adwuma we ene sema ye ka kire wo we ene wo se wutie hana se pa ni nyina ewo we tia unya ba bia tie sanse ha ne de ye ka ne pepepepe sa ne tie sa ne tie otumfo sema waka ne ye deep mini aba esa ene anti ya ye chamo ewo sude market wo higher TVSYZ na Power FM power to the people ye tie sentiment otumfo se to ate kokoso ene ensema odi atubia ene futu a wodi ama na po ewo Manshia Palace
me ba de akasa chen wo dem metunufo Nanzu mamen kancho Emma Dr. Bawumia nunu hu so wo yi wo Emma nunu hu so wo yi wo wo koya no koya sumpa ne di na chi na di obeche wo na wo so ye dem no aka ne dem na America pa ho brasie kodi akire na ye ne kama mame ya sitie na di ono beche wo na ye eba ye yesen nkrofo bi se wani nso ade me se akwalai me titi no ofie ma hunu sa ade enti na ne ye kasa Hem de ye ka no me de mesa wuti sente sa e ma ne nye ho na eubanso anyame tumi nti ubedi akire na bibia ya bompa ya akire na de nyame ahihye ayeho amaye Dr. Bawumia ka cha zame de na hyenensa bia wonso tete no emfomso bia na beba amma so nti na me amenti an wodem Ashanti Regional Chairman Usme Danasi Papa Bawumia ayi wontumi da wonso bibiara wajana na chine na yana ba ko kama Jame wo se de aka de ni nyina wo nyame ho momo kamo de monka ni ye na moncheche magana fo nti ase amajokurofo bi nso kia de wo mso betie na Ghana fo mfa nokre enhwem ni enyi de be fata be kwa enyi
no sabe ka kire o 2 for the vote ye 1 won de obe 2 for dem de Ghana fo obi ankoka ne de wonum se ni vote ye 1 won we sama ka kire se na po mu ade na so de hwe 2 for di mina hwe mudu awowom sidie nim enije nim cause uma bre uma tu papa ifo saa je say ba o me afa ne na kotete no na me papa ya woko Alhaji Mugabe Maase atankolega senior ya me na me junior ya sa atankolega big atankolega ne ba ne me at the age of 18 me papa kwa nka say obi mfa me nkotete me etete ye di free mo frem o yesi ye besi wo so akeye den ye hye wo ma ye de wash dem ayete sa ade enye wo brande ne se de yete se nanado ni yakoye ne ko the battle is the Lord first all die be die ye pentino ni yes san enim ni ye pentino na no ye tia no na ye ni say na space ye ni say ni ye ni say ni ye kuku ni ye ni say kurukuru ni ye ni say so still the value is the same hwe ye funu boni ni masa wo ye funu boni ni masa na po wasaya wo ye ni hwe nye yi asante mewra was ye ti ye hye dem ye tuofo so amanfo kan wa bontene say ya tete wo na so amanfo kan wa bontene say wo ade ye big manners emma otu fo de also ye bia so wa ye o se kogu na nim ase ne de hye no ye say aye kanfo wo bebi o mo say enim guase mfata okaniba ti won say sia no napo na sentem no ne bawomia nam kumase kejetia e man ya ase se kumase dwomumu huru bawomia ne napo kola wa hwe ne ho boko na ekoro aya mo hwe sa video ne mame me kasa bra me ne evidence santima bra ye da ase abane de eye 16 regions obi abeto emre so ebe abetere kumase ibe bomo sa no ibe burumu sa bankran se de da bia ye no on se na napo eni untumi omotam nya fine ti won se otumfu ada untumi ase damage control na onwotie mi maka cho say napo ye obi anaso odin utu no fo no na sebe oposa ne baby wo de video ya mi yi obi akọ Facebook like Power 979 Germany France Belgium fo no mo nyina mo tumiri kan kọ ho mo amwo etisen register ande obi anko ne TVS waze so hwe obo se ba womia ema ne ehuru no nti ebedu baby ba womia na eyi kula no oni wo dwane o obi a wone ba womia ode se napo obi a ne ba womia na nam na fe no ye ehuru no no o twe ne ho ema ne se wo boa wone ne nanam ema ne se wo boa wase nyamia nyame ne nanam he napo ne dwane no se wo hu baby aba womia na mo he napo ne ema ne se wo boa ye ne wa ne fra santemem ha wo boa eno na kumasi dwemfo no maka che wo boa dinachi na amamwo bone ya manya hwia ma santema no di wachiri obi enwesa one ne nanam na po bayi ne ho oba firi ba wo mia chikura aba wo mo man la ase baby ogina no enye on firi ho wani o de hwe ye befa na firi ho abrantia ne betwe na me yakọ wase yenko obetwe no obeyi na firi ho boko wo de he hweniye obeyi na po afiri ho ona edwane no kola oyi afa ho obi aba wo mia na mo afa ho yese enim guase mfata okaniba enti ba wo mia ye de an wo ye tani enti eseba na po anim beguase bie de mfata no yese tani enkotete eye asantini ba ya manhyiafo atete anye yi mentiafo atete otufo mo atete anye yi eseba wo mia na enkoto aso ye mfonsuo bi a on correct no we ye correct we hwia kai fantastic emma me ka kire mo ha sa angels 400 million am do makwa akogu eye electoral commission na ma me ne ye putupuru meeting bi ya wa fa security mpani for Ghana for bi anim se ka bibi se beba so a electoral commission beba se stakeholders nya we se that way when security for mpani for nyina be de ebesia angels ne bo mesutra me ka kire mo se meeting ne ekoso obi ani hot beba abontere be ka kire me se me boa eno a onu mu ye meeting na AGP ho pedifo nyina de Jemensa eno omu ne ni meeting omu koye omu ye wie ye meeting de Jemensa be ka kire Ghana for power to the people.
It's a nip in the bud. So all in all, we've witnessed a very successful program. I believe there are many lessons that we've learned, and but these are things that we will take stock of. We'd like to mention also that we enjoy the police presence in all our registration centers across the country, not only in our offices, but also when our mobile teams were moving along the length and breadth of this country, they were able to do so freely and in liberty because of the security protection that we enjoyed. So all in all, it's been a very good exercise. We are poised, even in the lead up to, the exhibition exercise and the mop-up registration exercise. So I like to place on record that the mop-up voters registration exercise takes place from the 1st to the 3rd of August 2024, and it is to afford persons who turn 18 after the 29th of May, or persons who have not previously registered. It is to afford them the opportunity to get onto our register. This goes to persons who are eligible. After that, of course, we would also undertake the exhibition exercise, and that comes on from the 20th to the 27th of August. And it will take place in all 38,622 polling stations across the country from the 20th to the 27th of August. It's important to mention that from the 20th of August, we would also electronically put out some short codes to allow any interested citizen the opportunity to verify his or her registration details through their telephones. And so in the comfort of your homes and just behind your telephones, for a very small fee of some 30 pesos or so, Ghanaian citizens may verify their voter registration details. And if they may wish to change, or if there are any mistakes with the registration details, they can visit any of our offices across the country, or particularly in the district where they can visit the district where they are registered to vote to effect.
I didn't transparent. Mugabe ne angels no, and I'm so much that office went in, and they be how be able to media you. Dampare kasa and who he has a mebo. Cause some kind of baby any. Kelly will IGP no kasa ho. Na some kind in. I said the movie I'm home, I'm going meeting. And my kasa, there be a pan ye crabby flat to be ano. Angels need the beba. Yes. Power to the people. A Juma ya wahano. And kasa and trambe men kasa. Yenim dia yo. Yenim dia pa. Me say 2024 about to econo. A self-defense. Ya pane bokwa ye benya ne boko. Mimiti wei bibia koka papa enye trede. Intimiti wo de ade bebo mitima. Beka say eje isa kan ewo mi wo ko intimi mi ja wo sa na wo kwa na. Da bi da NC misramu bebre. Well, yanko former director of elections demand NDC honorable Evis Free Anchor. Ono so ato NDC grassroots no supporters nyina anim say young guard against complacency. So had the fala 7 December fala catch say kedas no obi anya dan en sorry kedas yi bi ne maami anita de soso mo omo woso mo ho ana ba bia yedi yase mo nya dan bovro latemo yase mo nya dan mo sorry. Yes, the victory of the NDC is coming again, and the people say they ejobodo ese no makai Rollins no makai President Mills. NDC spirit no John Mahama encounter with the media no and mo say the spirit of NDC no den eba and you better resist any attempt either from the main ruling party or the electoral commission or the security forces or the agencies or the services. So omo be wia about to win insi the biarada. Me say self defense. John Mahama say do or die. Me the self defense and so kan ho. We are posting now bomb mitrima ewo say we menya abone da bia ye ba be kai aba no wakura tuo na wukuni pa masa wonko fie. Yes, protect ballot and kase kokunipa. We NDC police you, we MPP police you won't go back. Make sure say we dem mra ebe ye adwuma. Nipa watwe na nana de ku ma ansa na oba sekere. Tem. NCBM. Sansan phone NCBM. Ye wi ama ba be ka kire say ma be kan kwase asem a kire. Me to say be we ma be kan kwase asem say few days. Kwase asem akwa say few days. E ya wo yire ne wo ma ne wu ya ka be ka few days a kire Ghana fo. Some phone ara kwa. Ya trust some phone so look at what is happening in Kenya. The who dey see on Mali for ye ku, Burkina for ye ku, Niger for ye ku, Guinea for ye ku, nipa say ne wu ye. Soja for jaba nipa say ne wu ye. Ya to aba our memoir under this democratic dispensation for republic. Ya to aba many baba ko kwa hwere ne kwada. Na kwabrane wa supervisor elections am nipa 8 ya wu ye see few deaths. Obi nipa 4 bi so be ka kire say bo mo ye criminals. Court be ne di wo masem. ACBM every say free ankra
nim say yakoto aba enye etu ene agyan ne de koto na mo me kan say oman ne nkoso ene ya brabo enkoso ene said ya Ghana man baby pempen so aba bedure no e wosi ehu se ade we baby eduro no ya anyere ho a oman no baby e ko na hwa there will be no country called Ghana ayesese bi o ye kwakobo match has ne kotoko ese match we dey a life and death a do and die match let's just say any bripa ni obefa match no eno na be kire baby Ghana be kwako gina wo hwe Ghana emra na NDC ba be free abamu a baby na Ghana gina sabio e ka ne de economy no ne ade enema bo ne ade nyina no obi etimi di ho dance dollar yi say na be 4 cedis and now we share dollar na do 16 cedis kwa na eko enti esan beto aba ama MPP Dr. Bawumia economist wada ni digitalization man na dollar na akodu 30 cedis and 40 cedis dollar na edru sa no na nsinsanso ne se wo obi a wo na wo kokwan so kofa niema kane no so kwa 40,000 Ghana cedis a unya $10,000 so what I say and then ukwa $40,000 Ghana cedis a it's a dollar na 14 cedis ubenya be say it needs a wudwe na hye enti idwadefo obi oton ade obi ye dwuma businesses omo kra ne mafia abrochireba dollar ne koso esai bibia enti anu no ami so no aso na kan yesese economy no se bitimi hu economy no say etumpon ana yese a ejina o dollar no exchange rate aranya no na kan and exchange rate na expose no exchange rate na expose no say wa bon aban na atete apansam omunya de enti e wo se mo kono na setting the questions and no setting the answer say ye ba be so ya hwa ye nhwe the economy no ne nhwe exchange rate no eno ne e be sese e de hu se aban we abone ho mode ana by ono ankasa ne question or setting and the market scheme no we failing.
Very well. Live on TVS was it and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. That was Honorable Vice Free Anka, former Director of Elections, NDC. Well, the former Ibisi almost said Bawumia ene John Mahama 2024 say Ibisi ako yeti the former.
Mama ba ye yankasa ye wo honu kwanya mieni se obeka nyankopon so no kra. Bibia akoso. Bibia akoso. Isesi ade ye hu ano. Eno kwanya mieni bibia eti wankasa hwe asetena yete wa ha. Edwa ehye yenye 3 years ne bai. Obe gina ha no muka kire se obesi dwa no obeye ni se besi ne. Onyeye ne Bawumia one akufadu nya mon t-ship ba kodum apprentice the master oh ne le jaka oma wuti uma so da yes vice o president ni ho vice ni ho obia beka se dia minister poniano onu president ne kan wo betumi na ka se o oma no se ne ekono se ni ti enye ni se ebe ukakura na wanya obi anim se waka na anya yi na we de utimu tipo ne se ade na ase ye wi awo be de obasisa de munya akakwa enya mutie digital man
fantastic one digital man oh ejadi fo jira ye ma mi mo mu odwam nyina wo se wo ye digital man baolaya imuni hwe ye magana fo ene Tuesday ti ye beja pomdemo komo e de free solar cratual clinic Dr. Solomon why ye krado a yentie we
yo midasi be na so ya session no kwasem se ene ye hwa ade ba ko pa e ha man no ne manyina because cause of candidate applicants in males and females first party is half and white no ni di ankasa nye white very candidate applicants di de pa na ohwe ni di ne se ne mo ne ye to ne candidates na twi we so ode e san se ba de te ho pa insu fitem di kan white sa memo ni di ankasa nye white ni ye sha se fi man ho di na esesa a man across 12 years, 11 years, no I shall say competence and school bar 7 in Caribbean about him. I didn't hear. Course number 1, Yakupon design a ma and I see in Yenano. Or Bobo from a normal flora, or more cam who was said that being from home by. It was one said, it doesn't matter swap pisty. Salquano tuna a detia, over be not so sent cacao. The same thing now who armpit. And over a crabby sap of bones na a sent cacabaho. Sanya growing so unya sadia no. Now what they say more na on say a yen man air shene me trap heat and on say ja ye pese ye nema simple ti she underwear kakra mechanical shop nika bi e ya se ba kwagu so ansa na sabe she jinsaka ho more na ye shene me trap heat e we 18 ho now from mount for en kan say ye na wi aso aton this for long time na heat na say increase ho no on say ye in chemistry ye see pH that the proportion to temperature. Blood pH is 6.8. It was a more na affair no heat na air trap no not body temperature 37 degrees Celsius air core 37.1 0.2 0.3 it is 7.5 say kim was a one no more be overexcited it was almost over multiply fancy so me 20 and na himfi ho yes so mo sense from for no more quite 200 now quite say what the police for 200 e good them no more command omo no cake back so mo ho ban omo say twemo the cake no to more than say more na heat na air trap na first changes ni cost no na e one over multiply once I feel ama 18 years so mo ho ban omo say e free lactose cells nyango pon design no e basa omo di do so bo je omo nan omo je no be convert salad to film come on say say lactose no ho na I say wafa sugar be 80% no wafa salt kakra bia be 20% afra 9 cents come on omo di no mo je omo nan no mo convert to film lactic acid no na ko say akoti say kosua mo na apro ana say milk asay ana fish go say asay sare so ka se chusu pa ba ko pa de na be chusu e basa bo so ho na say e wotre ho keke kaw na the scent bi eba ho na the old day pona shase yetu gana for me nyina afo en kan say yakọ adwuma ba yen hyen tade be ma ye ho enframa afa ye ho ayes use mu type ne bi no obu no wa sha de na fa adwuma ofie so a wo sa be shop nika bi asa trap heat yesro manframa fa mo na enframa fa na heat fro no na probability se be old day po no e be shase na wo reduce sa probability no na e ma ahoto aba. Number 2 aye sebe se public washroom WC no obi aba eje bi aguso ti e fe no UTI na say tract infection no obi aba eje bi aguso eto oje aguso no so buy no on say ye flashing so ne nkum wo mo ti aba say the man say oba pede talk to bi na say antihistamine bi e show bag him so kwa WC no mi egum na flash e say be act say mosquito spray for example na ekum one previous person jagu mo ni na afiro ansa na say waso ato so anya sa na to straighter ubon say e mo na previous person je bi gumu no almost so much 8 mo pampan on say as we phone e bankwan on so 10% na e bi abo obi go pe bi adi e mo na o je gumu te sebe ahimfo kama na o munya be russia ba ho na o dey poi aba e bi e ye sweet sare di na bebre meka ade frem ana say enema e ye sugar no wosro on say more no the top sweets no meka ye ma 12 years 11 years no obon se o increase substrate na se emo na bia na o increase and emo so ni mamen omo no ma de banku ba ka obedi amen omo de banku tro na so be se de ni nyina amen eti more na omo increase a lot of substrate na se sweet edors no nya more things to feed on obon se omo over multiply no much I say air course it no acro pedal frem no obon se won so ho asa se keka no na ensensen ba ho sa how we nye pese beto aso nti no sister na emphasis bi ma ho na nge kind of na nka ekoye oji no enti na edura ye fa ni solar cable measure oja so for education ya mantem what the kind that anti say odi no agata white be so ti ya di huru ya agata white whilst no nim ma won sanka solar cable measure no 100% see that the end say the animal trials the end say ye for ega plate and you go candida abican cells from plate ni so and here test be friend zone of business test actually say ye the adrenaline inoculate na say the source with a die more na die na spread na say kumwa no ye will say within 21 days what the calculation one e kumwa na plate ni also say kwa dey bi ye will say ensu an ka aka so say ko to go no circumstance no sensu ni adra apanas are influence na say ese oba on saka dupa e fe no solar cable measure na ekum ode pomo no na e twinsu bro na betata ho de firi ho na ho na okuma bi sa na ese ye na da sumdwaba solar cable measure and fa wo say de 10 years every 5 years I kwankro more or less no matter strains resistance be opposed to and no be or taking no we be cancer resistance so say yeah no saponins alkaloids anthraquinones kumaris how they peke ye peke the betimi ye peke the strain and who den asika the abican cells no e dey sa test no ti be kum someone bia episode resistance e ye fro e kum one atwin so fro ho amasomdwaba me kan say no enye ma no nko a And then so ye man kura 12 years 13 years or some man ko school buy no o gun so as na yin hye kakra be man so asebe on cross as on fa ne de chia na say ono ba kropo nhia e so bon se nanse no o gun so no pa as nso man bi ne fina de no ba ho na se mu fem no ho ase ensank de nkiti ase disco light no na sha se ba ho me ho on cross no ka say bi agiu ene oni bia remember that this say near face Canada Abicans white man kwa but 25 years ago Sunday committee who said there be oba wonya white oni be ma ehia obo say 2 weeks 3 weeks no na be ma say complete sebe ensu bi finado emo femfem no etie wa ne odfe make that infection ho any esawo mema ono oban hia the public washroom and of free you so be ye ne say yes daddy Canada Abicans cells no egu WCM ena ye ma ini partner so anase memman bi da making ene ma ba ko ma na ade ne hanging in after say we on say ade no we ne na be holo im be holo na epic environment ne bem ene yesa compare to ade bi ye won say yesusa no o so ko dwadware nsuo ma no nya de fa ne nsuo ya na say behazia no but ede na sa mo ne be ko say mo no nsuo nim ede na wo ko to mu sa mo ne ba wa ade nim ye won say most ye ko dwadware nsuo mu yesusa na most time ye wi gu sa nsuo nim uwiya na wade ma be hole na say empty ebasa ebe pick environment ni nsu na bem tetu gana for mema nyina fo dobris na wo koso no ebi wotu kwan but o koso si apa na uwiye na wade me hole so uwiye dia emo ne ntimi mem ba uwiye na me hole si apa fatiro to ano na sefa wade nso na to ko ne hwa abonten ebasa etimi nhwa de bi fufuru bi amem banke se education a mantem kudware ensu bi mu ne ade amana nse odwo nso a asese be se ensu bi fimu ba emu ya oya ensanse ba ho a wo be ma no so mesrew edupa ye fa no solar ka ba mesha 100% see down e be kum emo na ko inside no atwe ensu ba na firi ho ayi ensanse na firi ho na ba restore wade as length and diameter amount ama be bia konkan de amount o se mo na be ma ade ne che no e bi kura mpa wo pa wura wo de sem wo cross border wo so nya gata na pesalome na onya fair wo pe chocolate unya dark unya tall wo pe short na e bia akwate to de po de se nsuo no aisa akosra de na eba ebu yo ya pa mesel the same solar keba mesha be bo within 3 weeks akles ade no e yinsu na firi mu na bo restore how be afro na mpo sebe e ba sa made no ehi ana sebe length da be hu ya e be bo restore ma be bia konka ma enti na solar keba mesha no ye body man say asotwan e unisex oba no e na be ma no akro 12 years e cross with manom na dia asomdua ba solar keba mesha ye body man say asotwan kwasi bia fa sankomo ye di hu na pusunya ho ne di nkomo e fa nkodi nkomo since we couldn't come down for the catch or down for next the ones school on oh banation get with now one day yes why to be if I couldn't come from the CNN come me MTN no 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 and Airtel non so 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 kai say ye solak heba mesha ye body man say aso twan e be ma 18 ho aso twan ye ba bon say we can go for ya ka hona ye mpa kwa na ye ba fie sa na say ye
Mesi menananum aguru basa abi brabro tibedo yimle no
Akwa Badeba TVS was at an power 97.9 FM. Sabri yesin kunya. Fees abe kopim se no nsia bebo bra yede esi ho ye ba be pinse me sema wodwa ene yede ato yesin so. Yamame Anita Disusu Ewaha, former National Vice Sanso and also former National Women Organizer, former Deputy Propaganda Secretary of the NDC, former Deputy Boss Ewo Nadmu. One of the case okay come back cancer wimeda. Na ye papa the late Rollins in the bar. Nti Owaha. But yes, you may come be any. Memo kwaba
ya mede
bia boko de so fo ni na menu ama ne mema no
obi a ho ye me gide samusumo ho ye damase ne nwuma pa mo ye ama Ghana na NDC na me nshram
ya nya obi ne ho be ye ti wo se ye ni na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yede
nkonum die eye na dia ne ye nyina ne ye MPC
very well mama menu Chris Dugan let come ena dia wa bantem ti me bona baso papa so wutu no for say na wo mrantem ena dia congrats bro.
Thank you my brother.
Bibi aboko de
boko
samampom
jatia din hina ebeduma de show kwase ampanyinsa.
Thank you.
Eduma e kase wona wadum
etu fo so
ebedum dada
esi wo mu ade
yes
samampom jatia
ba me say MPP mu de na MPP ya ba me na be omo leader to contest elections. They know asitina omo ne Ghana for atena ne sene party ne atitia pansa
samampom jantia
akwakọ yeti sense samampom jatia jatia no ahia ya dum
aye short
ya na say yemfa kwase owo na yemfa hye ne say edum aye say wo na wodum ja no so they are going to opposition
kwase emfata okani ba
ya ko opposition we are one or the ko opposition
samampom jantia
ente samampom jatia
ya de she
kwase empanyinsa Mugabe Maase omo
obiada wase
nyaminchia me anti me hu na ache papa one of the hard working women organizers.
Very well.
Our school days were inspired by the likes of them and the late Honorable Amabunyadu and the rest. Omo amudi kaino nyaminfa omo kransi omo amuti asene. We will continue to praise them. We will continue to eulogize them. Na yasa bompa ise nyamin mo nkwatenten. Na ahwandeno ankoso to increase. Me hu no kwa na me ka say some 21-year-old girl be.
She's refusing to go.
Shiranko.
Stay plus.
Nanu Michelle obi Nancy nkofo.
Is a bonnet me many papa abere.
Me be nkofo omo say omo ye ba omo ladies or wa me ni ba kokko share.
Ba nkokra small
UTV
3837.
Ba ko ni say grandma. Am say ewie na me bisa host ni say mamika grandma. Now when the grandma I say NDC running me professor and I'm say sir. Now beside host and he say now mammy I want to hear 43-year-old woman watching 89-year-old woman. To we are bro poso. And he said abroya dia I am fanya dia you don't need to even go near.
Some pomegranate dia for be.
I'm telling you. So nyamia shre NDC form ma
papa and your woman so
I'm telling you
we have
the men and we have the women. It's not these borrow boys.
Look at our women.
They are there. They are there. Oba what we more much and back can correct. Baku cramp or more. Hey. You do light and lipstick to me shred day. Miss Yabako, Baumia ladies. You do light, you do lighter. The lipstick now, no, at me shred fee, a such common man light. And these are people.
Chris Dugan,
my brother.
Some of them,
master, my boss.
Let's go.
And then some of her
straight to the point. Yes. Chris, for me, ultimately, the Utu for Kanye and the Nanado so Kanye woman share.
Mete anti-mampie. I've been home throughout.
Fantastic.
Because, you know...
So when you have opportunity for when you're 210, one.
I believe that maybe I raise politics in the corner.
For no so the
I was saying
smoothness level.
Yeah. And you see, we are not going to massage any
carry on. My income.
Me chair NDC for no Ghana for NDC for the be me shamun kura say look, Kianiki. NDC is coming to power. The next president is President Mama. Nothing will stop it. Anybody who shortchange the will of Ghanaian citizens, you will be crushed
straight away.
I am telling you, anybody who make an attempt to change the will of people, this 7th December, I am telling you. Of course, you want to change the destiny of this country. We are not going to massage it. Nobody can stop it. It's a moving train. No man or woman can stop it. You stop it, you make an attempt to stop it at the peril of your life. We will crush any oppressor on 7th December because the Constitution has said it. If you want to do anything that will truncate our democracy, you are an oppressor and will crush you. And any manipulation that will deny John Dramani Mahama and NDC victory, which is the will of people, that manipulation or manipulator is an oppressor. If you don't crush the fellow, then the constitution, the democracy will be truncated. And I don't think that is what meaning in IEP. So after this year, dear, look, it is good we do campaign. Yeah, campaign. Yeah, bimude wajide se na Ghana for community ne votes ne share free mo. And I want to give good response to Yawuro Tumfo and Akufo-Addo. Na ma ba running mate ne so the dentist. Ne wo sisa esin no. Krom he wo se ya man kofo ho. Ya sori ana esi doctor who kosua omo amu kuro. Who sua se na ye kuro ampo no wo doctor mo a ye fro doctor. Ejuma wo ye wo hospital kaka doctor kaka dru. Omo amu kuro no wo na wo ye doctor. Enti obi nkoye kaka esua se na ye mo bi kaka dru. Eba ka kire say doctor to doctor is equal to victory, is equal to disaster. You see, what your president inti, my friend President Akufo-Addo, was it one who are through me no? Nyamia Shran inti wa through me no. Inti ne want man through me no, it mean Nyamia Shran. You see, with all due respect to him because he's president at his age, I think President Akufo-Addo must understand that it is not the longevity of the president of a chief by your deeds. It's not the longevity of a chief by your deeds. Menuna wafruno asitina ben only Ghana 49,
especially Asante.
What have you done
in Ashanti region?
Wafrumenu, you climb twice to corrupt the system, to enrich yourself, turn around to tell us to do gay.
To
say yembeya tumu okrumha.
Tonton hotels.
I mean, what are we talking about? Say oba claiming menu to capture the state there. It is better somebody who to climb one to build a nation. To build the Ghana we want.
The climb me person en center Ashanti. The climb wine.
Ashanti region baby ana wujina wo si wa climb two no. Tell us enema waye. Nene wa climb once no. Na yehwe ade awaye. It tells you how hopelessly incompetent you are.
When you bow me on your napun.
Say more 8 years. Na ade awaye no cannot be compared to somebody they've given 4 years there.
In Ashanti.
Then you are hopelessly incompetent. Now when a bama oba ama unu uba tina 8 years oba ni nya even one miscarriage after 8 years who say abepa bi aka ho. Who will do that?
55 years or better running mate.
And the man they say they are adoring today in principle, me, Chris Dugan as individual, I against this kind of adorning by all political parties. Yako adore be. When your party is popular,
from kindergarten,
when you have a credible person, there is no need. Adi amuye wo Ashanti region no. Minti asiye, it is simple. Sikasaye, a fanfare, a jamboree.
Waste of taxpayers' money.
It was a jamboree. Sa jamboree now mukoye no hono. They should come and tell us where they get the money from.
Abuse of incumbency.
A party, a jamboree to enjoy their corrupt or stolen money. That is what they did. Who doesn't know Napo? When they name Dr. Matupuku Prempe, when they name say, we're a kaka doctor.
Fantastic. I like Mufasa Anamano.
When they name say, Napo a kaka doctor.
When they name say,
one the only energy minister, what catch a Ghana for say arrogantly, say, yeah, I am prepared a timetable. When they name say, when they name say, Napo a administrative teacher for any, a catch one say, what born or training college? Who doesn't know that?
Go politin bag.
When they say Napon will be a washer chira, Kromha, yet turn to my oil refinery to a private company. Who doesn't know that?
Cronies.
Look, Otum for say, and Kofo say, Napo a arrogant one boadier. He should prove. Nana Wadaurma, Unkoso. What's some way there? It's late. Advice no day. It's too late. Too late.
That's a quote of photo and come.
It is Nana Mpacho Nana. It is wa catch ho. Utimika says some of Cananyasa won't see. It's late. It is late. Napot is a fish. A fish that is caught from river, dry smoke, put in a store for sale. That fish can never walk back to the river.
I say,
how can a smoked fish walk back to the river? How? The day a smoked fish will be able to walk back to the river, that will be the day Napo will change.
For more than 20 years.
Will be awarded over 50 years.
56.
Inside so Obako Ninanamu wedding no after no wedding.
Last year no worry. Secret.
Such an anti-clockwise human being want to be a vice president of the Republic of Ghana.
Because I say I was a canana moon worry.
And I miss Wojina Nadie. Wobi a Wokojina Namwa Wadi.
On one way.
Me say as young as I am. And Ra me ufa sibaku. Eko wari me na me die nim.
People.
44 me die nim dia wari. Not 55, but what? Just height of the
55, so 56.
How irresponsible such a person?
Yes, what
you tell and such a person? Not Nipa Sano. A person occupied the highest office of the land, the second highest office.
Your manual gay.
Mugabe Maase. Lies and arrogance has no place in leadership.
We be your vice,
and there is no way. Who doesn't know say Napo and they say if I say Nkwalansia tumu krum ha. And yan prepare syllables any curriculum. Menu ka say ewo Ghana tuasika a prepare syllables. Tumu syllables.
Napo.
Where minister no na otabe your vice president.
Tumu abontene.
Omujina Ashanti region ho. And omu say, oh, we are adoring the running mate. You're passing Kofo Bentino, the grounds are strong. I mean, come on. When a butterfly thinks he's a bird, he should wait for the wind to blow.
Famisi,
Menu Kase, some person would test you popularity. You don't go to your strong region. If MPP were really strong, as they claim, adoring Napo would have been greater crowd of Volta region or Central. You don't go and stand at your backyard. And to say, Bema Kohinia, would you know your kitchen? I know we did. What do you mean from Pia Bonte? Would you know your kitchen? No, we did. What do you mean you not want to hear did? Napo, how it Bamiano Ankasa to sign in Napo?
The value is the same.
Look, the highest insult that the UP tradition has insulted Ghanaians is these two people they brought.
Omonina are useless.
Beyond arrogance
and lies
is equal to disaster.
We a liar and a way so yeah arrogant.
Alaji now one now say, how can you bring somebody who cry like a stubborn child? Suma man to say akola wa ira toffee. Anya alaji na alaji I want to tie. Alaji I want man to tie say your man is here.
What's on ye?
Alaji wosu ma say akola na ira toffee a wo hwehwe ha
your man is here.
Your man is here. Tachiman for hwe ya say akola we ni sunu krampo de too much.
You copes here.
Yampa opes here dada bi mano. Yes, man is here. See, unim say the man can and exist bi one opel kada.
No tie.
Na one opel da. Enya man Toyota see akeye.
Say boy ben.
That day na wo boy ben. I mean, you see what a disaster. You see, Bamia is an apology to the people of the north.
But that's it. President, me call your mommy Anita de so. Sweet mother. Over to you.
Me das baby.
Ya ma inkinkum.
Me das bebre na me chia prayer warriors say Muslims and Christians me chia wo mo nyina say nyame adom pempenso a wode NDC abedru no esompa anti yeda nase na niema ekoso me de mementi as papa no anya mfiesen
56 years
afi no obeware aden
wa ware lase
okay na me de kakra me metumi akane say MPP for him say even last elections o man when wo mu wiai Inti this time so omo boabo omo ho inti NDC for ye wo nkwala bone che MPP for inti mon try say mon nkwala bone no mu betre no mu ntumi amode mo fa adwuma na nhya mensa ni ehwesa ne ebekọ no hwe asante memu si yi MPP ni yi NDC a project NDC aye no MPP for enye mu 1/10 kran fa ma wo ene mu beyi napo unim sa ne ma me ya chimni
Sani etete.
Akamfo mu die na ade. Enti enam se na nadu free mu no wopesa chimni be replace no. Onya santimi ne maame eye achim. Enti sa nwrafo ababia opapa fi na ufi.
Any notness.
Any notness. But akamfo de mu die na ade. Ne maame eye achim. Ne papa na ya santimi nti na po ya achim ni. Enti adenti na wase asantefo ne bebre wo munim secret we wo manage wo magumo ni mo ase mo gu asanteman ni mo ase enti wo ma na o maje so mfese na nko obi a wanya be 50 something afa no so wo ware
wa ware last year
afa no ware na che se won ware impo na sabio wanya ba won ware impo na sabio ne yire ama ne buafu ama ya kasa what to say Ede no mpese o moka no. Ede no mpese o moka no. Afa mo ga ade ba kwa mpese me ho ate. NDC fo hu say. Pacho edru me so. Ya Papa Rollins can be or say the most dangerous mistake of any political force is to forget its roots. Its roots. Antiquedes. I was someone in Amos sorry near ye. Do mo bi nkase. Obi me frame ansa na makoye adwuma
odimi sikedes ni na odimi wura yisi hopreko
because nyama ekoso no enya ade a ebeboa yen ade kronti a me pese atutia MPP 1 munim say Ghana ye mineral royalties nyina wom de ama wom abusuafo no wom namfofo fu ya sese bi no wom small nyina wom na de ye business chef fertilizer ene wo hin onsa ne ma bebre om ko fa bra ne abeto no wa hanom excavators 500 ayira besine obi entumi misai gold na no so ayira $150 million ye hu na tuo nam ha pick up nam ha ne galamsey cars ne wo mo machine akosi sen but kakra me ka cha ndc for sen yankopon ya adom ne ye ba hwe na obi ama ye father for all enya de e be ma ho kwan so be my father for all because Ghana ye nyina ya dia many ama na ekoso na MPP for ye ne de nyankopon ena e masa na e ma na eba me de meni asembia kan ya me kan sa santeman omo gum ho fi omo person be dia de enti na po ma me ya chimni
Yetete.
Ya tete no me de me hu no TV so. Enti we kyerɛ na po woni ente sangrafo aye bebe opapa fi na ufi. Enti se na nado afa kura no obepeja na beti no. Yes. Ma hand over ma chimni. Ma ham enti me nuanom me papa nom nana otumfuo. Me ka no kura na kyerɛ mo ya. Ne me ka ne se ya abana ekoto no enye hia na ufi ha no ba yen hwe wo mo a wo mo ba ya o mo di mpuntuo
more track record
o mo di buo e de ba santimam ne regions ni nyinara yen kasa wo de ofri henti yenya ni sei na nenso nsama na naka me TV na me hwe na utumi hu se na ya ade a eye ani bire so na nananso atunefo ba wo bi a wanya ni yi vice president kra ensam a wona num na nya asam ketwa Morgan Pacho let me abisa question
okwanda ho
Pacho ge nsam no MPP fo ankom de ba yesi ye mpene no anya bi anapo ade asam na be ka fa ho
o se nkoda no eye kindergarten ho na e sha ase
e ho no na be sha ase
o curriculum foforo na de ba no
okay wo mo de ba da ben
o se no de parliament jatum
so wo
na do ensanyanse
entrance meda parliament for na se
na do na amankofo kokot
aha enti sese no se ehu obi obe vice be yege aka ho na hefa ni eko
obi afi ni waware
na me ye sure say
edi momato na mo ho se bibi obi
ye national anthem no eno na was ye startable mamkrofo ehwe because o se de bo menka wo de ka no muntie
yes ye resist the process rule
Adiana bananya. I was here resisted your process rule. Adentina baby and so I do. I feel a sabio baby any say a hawk round and sabio biwa oh kwa baby so cry our bede. Aday
55 years want to me worry.
Aday me jide ba kwa me wo pan e wo Ghana fo mu say Nyankopon nim ne ba wo mi aye. Nyankopon nim ne nana adon so aye enti sanabukatneda enti sanabukatneza enti se we nso a wo ba no ye hu se obeboa ayifo no sabio gayfo no aha ena ye nso anya ade e bepene so ye asantini so ye angrani so ye NDC so ye CPP so ye MPP mesraw na po wo ba ombe make sure so omde gay ne beba enti hwa na obi ampene so
well family to asoko yesi ho na ho ani bre ho enu a wohia eye secret mpanimfo na mo ye no kokwam ni boom wo ha no enei electoral commission eye maame wa bekasa damparents ba damparents na ba bi anim ti ye ba ni ye sisi aso nti hu hia se ye bebo
ameda se bebre efa yi se ho no menje maame ni
any disease aya waso west
niye me kokoso ne niye man menje
former women organization
menje and maame no eni moga sananse ayete say wo de machines bi ayera
san kan wo say indelible ink na e wo se wo modi ye adwuma no enura angels ni reveal e ma ye bisa say wo aye procurement ma start ye tender say what the pen bi e na eba ye de be mark na sa hwehwemu aye no sa pen no wo de ba na say wo NDC fo ansori afafanta fo ansori na ye se ye to ade aye koto aba no yes ini say ye de indelible ink dada na na ekwakoye maame no de ye hwehwemu ede di kire say wa start ye tendering ya man for procurement process na koso yo mo de pen bi na ba pen no wo to aba no ya na ye de abon sa no nti se nipa no ni nyina ye reggae no so mo de kaka say indelible ink o munsu ti nyina ye say
nti yeso ye ba hwese mo mu
ti mi indelible ink na wo de ba ne pen na wo de ba no ti wo say ye pe dada na
e de ensa mu no
enu an wo say ye de to ti maame no amanfo ha say de tete de angels na bisa ni say amanfo ha say tender political parties no mo ya we se maame no enema bi a wo ye woni ya anom de ya anom pen opeso ye ti sa pen no ye de won sa no se isi wato awi a wodu fi a wodi ankatwa de ya na ye de na pepa enti wo mo peso to 30 kora ne baba ko betumi to 30
moga
ti Dr. Mane bo amanu ni team omonte ya angels ne se menka njire
aha ade ne se obeka ombeka se ne ombe ya na ombe enti NDC fo entumi nya demonstration for all the regions because adiani yaka omumua
esi ani ma Kenya
Umumwa uka bibia. Woma so ye dendenden. Oma kuma so ye dendenden. Bibia obeka bia omumwa. Ne ye betena ho no. Nanse se womo kan se ase machines bi yirai. Womo
Away.
Enti se machine womo de akosie baabi. Eno omo be ye ho adwuma e de asam ne ye beka. Moga wunim send this phone to me nya hwede a. Eno omo ma anwafo kwan na oma bodua asantefo kwan na oma bodua on say me amfa bible nye yemfa ye nananom nye
Yemodua
awurade nyankopon ye bodua na omu wu a ombejai
ti said the techima afo no
aha
ya posifo so montiasi
aha won boy stand na ekọ
me hu time posifo omo pebe edua edane dia ku wi na obo hu se bebi wo
because say no me hu say ya de Quran kwa omumu ayen
bodua no motwe
ya de Bible kwa omumu ayen enti me de ya na nanom ne wo mu gidie no eno na wose ye de ye adwuma antoa na wo mo de abo ne akoye kurom no gokpo ne de abo ne akọ northern ne de abo ne akọ sanda wo de agora wo ni ma de grant anwrafo wo hwa am Roberts do so am fira anwra dabi o temte efie no kura da wo mu no kura hwe ya instructions da ho enti me de ne metumi aka ne se so om sese wo mo de machines ne be ba de a ene ene ebetumi aya ne se ye de duabo ebebem because anu no omusuro enti ye body enough no so de anam abo
woni bambofo be hia se wo se bibia ye transparent
ana mi bi se machines na yira ye na akire ye hu omo de aba
ene ede no mode azo muso ma wo hye kura bi
wa me se wo mu boa enti se duabo ne bemu a aduabo ne bemu a ebe ye adwuma se ya kwa anwura no gokpo ni awura chiavi ni awura danu ni awura ha na santefo nso di eche na notness so ne the gods no ema wo mu a opa ye market
be adwuma
ebe ye adwuma fast because they say wo mo hu say nyankopon ewo nyankopon ewo abotre yes eduabo na be ye adwuma because they say wo mo hu say nyankopon owo abotre
to ye police ni
we police ni we ye no
we adwe so abatu enu said the danka wuna say abompa ye kese amonfo a o mayo madwe
ya de mampa ye enkese obi a ofri no gokpo ko ho ofri no ko ho ko ka kire ni akeka
eduabo bam de obi antimi wiemu
ana meka no enti wo se duabo no me ye Kristo ni ba mehu se traditionally no omu suro wo mo eche asore ne mos yensan kofa yenchi
all that
yes all that be die enti sa me wo constituency a ansa ne be kwa start elections no ni afra ye gods no sansa ne be gu a ni egu
one vote
ni e de egu eno ana no wasamwa enti
tumienu a woni ase ti asante beji utumienu a wa jejereje
ni afra na nanom nsuo nkese na wo ho achasa region bi nsuo wo ho anabosom wo ho no yemfanye
eno betimi aboa
me na me ka kire ena be boa
very well Chris yeti oso de and the electoral commission
issues about EC before me call no me antika assembly say asantufo na omobo omunsem when they were doing their so adoring of a kaka doctor no napo
is it not enough say be move
me clear just a second and yes no omobo omunsem kake o an empty sack cannot stand straight empty sack empty mean in street they were rented crowd na no omobo omunsam asantufo omu ya asantufo a omuta asantire da omu hu NDC ni do mama djuma pano na omunye sa de weda eye empty sack na ede eburu agum na ejina street uhwe eburu a it can stand straight so that is what happened there duabo na woka no she has hit the nail right from the head asam nyina no ne pabon for omuni atikum ha no they see Bible as a story book Bible na me dey mean that be a look you see for me sa me kwa me who say feel say ya wo me no da bia the Bible na ya kaya from at the age of 5 yaka Bible ama yaka ka Yesu ba 1990 krampo ba batwum Bible yaka ya ankofo the Bible di boni na still we are tempted to believe that people are taking it as a Jew storybook.
Yeah.
So they don't fear it. President Rollins, Elkai, Kromha. Look, the hero, the man, it is going to take us decades to get his type. Very bold and brave. What's it look? If you believe that you are more truthful than me, bring a chemical interrogation to interrogate me and interrogate yourself. We are getting there. Where is the truth? And comfort me paja Bible. Na ya din sini. So me basu mai. We are no Bible corrupt mai. Every your mai. Ya ne kroma na President Akufo-Addo paja Bible. Can't tam krum ha. Catch Ghana for say one na band ye. Enya banya ye baba fa o manja padie. Sa unim so ba pesca ko private sector. Sa comfortacha mo. Debia me say President Akufo-Addo to say kajeti akromfo. What catch or say akromfo what je so na what tutu botum. That is why he has done. That's why he did to Ghanaians. Enya Chris Ganeka. Na nadu to say kajeti akromfo. Paja Babu catch Ghana for say I'm protecting the public purse. Say no be real public purse na dia see. We don't even have a public purse to protect. Now easy. You see, for electoral commission.
Because I will easy one. Honorable Clement Apak, a member on the education committee in Parliament, was sending me message. B. Was it? Did you know that our children currently writing BC never had the benefit of textbooks from GHS 1 to GHS 3? There's a big question mark there. Guess what? The same government which cannot find money to pay for the printing of sufficient textbooks for our wars in basic schools based on the new curriculum gave away $12 million to a company for no work done at Palugu, gave away $2.5 million for feasibility studies for a sky train, and paid 399 million cedis for the biggest pit among others. It is not an embarrassment and an indictment that we still don't have the full complement of textbooks based on a curriculum that has been in effect since September 2019. It's a big question mark there. This is yet another example of how shabbily this Akufo-Addo Bawumia MPP government has handled basic education. Dr. Clement Apak, MP for Busa South in the Upper East region. Okay, go straight to the EC issue now.
Doc Michel, my senior brother from the north.
I just say na Napan or refer. So no this almost change curriculum no. Into form 1 mo change so no. Form 1 to form 3 no. We nya textbook.
Yes, because
Dr. Clement Apak, thanks for that.
Put rampex in square holes.
Very well.
Obi a was here Kaka doctor also won't call him so why won't you experience this? Easy.
Yes.
Jemesa ne boss Masare. Jemesa ne boss Masare. They have turned EC to evil commission. The electoral commission has been turned to evil commission. But you see, omun koso. Omo asu din ti say osunu. Woka bibi amunti asiye. Because they've been empowered by the corrupt Akufo-Addo government and the security. And you know, they think they are so powerful that no mupa no mbeye. Electoral commission, they do things as if it's their private company that they are running. The destiny of the democracy, this fourth republic will win a war. A very sensitive place. Obi a we are referee. We say who kwaya beating kwaya be fa so abobola na wu ya no kokom wu ne team 4B and na team back nim. How transparent could you be? But you see the strength that Akufo-Addo Bawumia government.
MPP police.
Any MPP police, especially IGP, ni security for mutie. Dabiam yaka mutie. Now more doing say you are so powerful. No, look, let me serve you this notice. Makane Hamasaka say, if a butterfly thing is a bird, wait, when the wind rises, you will see. President Rawlings said, when your enemy pull a gun, also pull a gun, he will call you on that table for negotiation. 2024 election is not for a joke. Yet, Tinasi Mamunfa Huna, any manipulations, and Makaka form by dear Suokrumha, and see. We must allow the will of people to prevail. And the choice of people, the choice of Ghanaians in Mama. A doors on the door. A doors on the door. When him said, just quite recently, I was where you were born. You're trying to put your body. Dampare is not interested. You're trying to put Bama ever body. Dampare is not interested. No, Dampare. You watch my 411 ever. Why? Dampare is not interested. Dampare interest ever. I was so west was going to say. And Branty be a bako near my bony be in the field. You know, you should just have Branty. And the end is Dampare. See, order from above. Dampare in a pump for dear. Me say. People would look and conform better transform. People will transfer themselves after 7 December. Some will leave office.
They will prepare their hand.
It will not continue. Either change will happen or who has moved that level.
Yet who say dear Kumaru, dear Corso, you dear Corso, ever Joso. Currently, you would acquire MP, the MP choir, Dampare interested. Dampare interested, say, yes, and this way arrest.
But even the boy they want to arrest, besides, I don't know. What were they doing there?
And look at what they did to Nakoyo.
Yes. Are they? Why is police not inviting
the leadership of the NDC? Was here, sorry.
Why is police not inviting EC? Say then and now we are fear.
Nipa 8 year.
Nipa 8 is not. Nothing has happened. It will not happen. Who could tell? Antina say President Rawlings say when your enemy pull a gun, also pull a gun.
Fantastic period. All that be done.
When your enemy pull a gun, also pull a gun. And this is for Muntie. They will call it for negotiation.
That parade for who is a among. And this for that.
It will not work.
Say who na that parade. And this for no. And what's here? Resist.
Say you walk room her.
It is
now be what Lance's gun. When a Lance's gun. Yes, yes, man. Or be to me to the pay. Obi I mean, what are we talking about? Muntie say we are respecting the laws.
Dampare to me enya the audacity to me shut down all the regional PROs. I know the same way na Dampare say we weaken NDC. Kakra bi ape yesi acho. Kakra bi ape yesi acho. Kakra bi ape yesi acho. Yache FS oh yache NDC boys wo ha enenya tamalia yesi na yebro enya bona yesi tachiman NDC fo bi si muso mu kubo bia de si yesi eduabo posi fo wo twaka wo biabo.
Onim bibi.
Order from
I think the police from Dampare to the last person must understand that
enough is enough. The money too much. IGP.
We in the NDC can resist arrest any day, any time. And if the day is, we all go to that last level. But for the sake of democracy and rule of law, because of rule of law, now Kolamfia Mudu Munamo Mutini permit Duga Matmachimi no Abumino. But because of rule of law,
Sudi.
And Ninti Yaba Musimudi Atum. As a move to me Biama, Namoaka say a Numundina 101 but Magna.
We invite Nipani Waba.
When they invite me by, I will say, and what Ukaka will say, oh,
breastfeeding.
Can you imagine height of nonsense?
Charge them on the bone.
Up to now, just because you're BB.
And you who are the same.
Now you pay masters. Who can also say police by inviting me? And to that be a bit me and say Christian who can say police now say make Chris. If I have to die for your mama to become president, I'm ready.
Yet,
if I have to die for John Mahama to be president,
Ebimo says, let my vote count you who the Afag for Ghana. Nothing was in power. Nothing or the say that part no police service. He was the damn great Accra regional commander.
May say 2024 election, we will sort ourselves out at the police station.
Very well.
And this is 7th December. We call police station and be bold. More beyond
self-defense.
Self-defense na period. More beyond
your mama say you do or die.
You do or die.
Self-defense. We a person who could take.
One to me. No. Let me tell you.
Nana who say we could 8. If you want to say we could 8, also be breaking.
Mugabe.
Tio, we could 10, and also be breaking 8. Breaking the 8, it's not about just yet. I don't say breaking the 8.
No.
Was it breaking the 8? We could 8.
Yes.
And what they call second term.
And you were
breaking 8 now. What be breaking 8 now? And none of them Paramasate or Moyano.
You see,
you're meeting Namuni Yisibe meeting. Sense of Jeffo Ebebem. You met years after Opamos and Jeffo Elho.
What are you hiding?
Stakeholders are moving about to Nomre.
Then I would see.
That party will be the Medo Tunabako. A hit for the Kotuaba. Intikaya Papa NDC Jinaho, MPP Jinaho, all the political parties reps Jinaho, no money is in any pussy for next year. Come on, Mukodi, I said, look at away.
Nobody in NDC leadership. You see, Medimanu Esino. They must know. Anybody who try anything nasty on 7th December, 7th December, Ghanaians will prove say the human spirit say enough is enough.
Fantastic.
And that day, nobody can stop the other. Even President Mama Kwambo say stop her and Juma. Because when the spirit is working, no listen here.
That's it. Mamena Yabuafo Asina Femi Mami Anita de Susu Room. Amuzu Eba Clinic, the Amuzu Garlic Bitters, and a boy Moja Betime Dini Peduanima Fusani Ya, a Amuzu Garlic Bitters, Coristono, a baby reducer Fini Peduanima, a Amuzu Garlic Bitters, will be a 1 year stroke, Opese, stroke, Eba from Emawa, a Amuzu Garlic Bitters, Numbi, one Anteka Kranwa Bre, a Amuzu Garlic Bitters, Opese, O Pancreas, Nijana Naso, BBI, a Amuzu Garlic Bitters. Wo pese wo sugar eye level no minimize ya amuzo garlic bitters high blood pressure no eba forma amuzo garlic bitters pharmacy shop bi organa ha no wo rema obenya bi ato wo so pa amuzo garlic bitters Mugabe se me ba me ka se me pa amuzo garlic bitters herbal shop pharmacy shop omenya bi 0247776743 wo fra ye beje wo so power specialist herbal hospital hepatitis A B C D E na tete wo fatty liver sciatica prostate problem emema no ulcer na so no mpeni baby na atachema compound na fibroid power specialist about hospital for more 0244544422 Kumasi ofe yase leg bosum kwantempo no so ye ne jazbo fini station edi nhwe ni mu nkra kwa benya ACP poku ase kwantempo no so takrade ye wanaje estate ye bayanaje MA primary school no Mary Moses clinic and herbal center omada urumaka ho omuna akofa Mary Moses garlic capsules edi aba edwaso wonya bia ma moja timidi ni pedua no mafrusa ni ebu nipa eboa boost immune system no emanipadua ni gina na so brane yaso ye wa no wo prostate problem mema sexual weakness male and female infertility hypertension diabetes sciatica typhoid fever malaria stroke dental problems bia eha no fakodan Medimosis clinic and herbal center dental barrier hobe wo ye ni police station edi nhwani mu AESL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority Yaro Accra Ministries eje kojo ye ni school for the deaf ni edi nhwani mu komasa ni makokobin santaso oboase kwantempo no so fe no 0244 0684470 0684470 ofrena ye beje wo so na bibia konkan e de amount Safari Valley Eco Resource menkancho eba wildlife experience ya wo mo eye number 1 for nature asoyo e wo dewu in the eastern region of the Republic of Ghana na wo de wani ekire eye Safari Valley Eco Resort wa wo mo betumi abo ye papa eba eye sebo jata eni wudu antelope eni zebra wo mo ko na wo mo eba ye hotel rooms no eye kama papa ye swimming pool ewo eye gym so ewo asoye ho wasori anopa wanya obi bia di breakfast no ewie mo pese wudware na nya woni odofo no ma ware ewie honeymoon na wanya odofo bi awodo no wonfa ni si form kora no ene adwa ne kodwo ne makansi ani akua ne ekwaku ne makansi ani ene enua no taso de ene nsu muto ma tongon na mu dware na chese bibia ne mu dware wie ya no ne mo abo awura mpanum ene what ya se ho de aka ne de eye Kevin ene eye na chese omu bogum ho de wodi wani kire wa wani je nko a enuane no local and continental dishes for wani kire Safari Valley Eco Resort na unu hu da from 05969143994 05969143994 na odu ho a obo say yes ho eye kama yie papa aseda kese PSA enkoma S natural mineral water pebinom wo pe S natural mineral water bi etu a eye shops awodo eye mecom shops bia bi wuran bia no wo benya bi ato S natural mineral water na ebo Hebron Hills International School was excel and shine for banichire ho say de be ya ne dache ebetumi esini ye media evidence road admission go so koso ya ma me Anita Disuso over to you.
Me da se bebre me be sa question bi o. Yes, Lord Comey, as well say MPP will never hand over to NDC, even if NDC wins 2024. No cray.
Marcus.
Point 2. Omo asami ati say woman kofa French-speaking countries in Crophobia from Ivory Coast, Togo, Niger. Sebeye edru niye dia. Ombe create problem. Na nkrofo ne be 250 people.
Yeah, tete. Tu bisa say
sanity ana.
Bisa.
Me pese me hu. Ni etosu biem. Me pese me bisa say eye no kre. Say 2nd November 2022. Eye no kre say na military mpanyimfo bi pese omuhia na nado ye president. Sebeye omonene be kasa because I say ehun bakuri yimu but when shia wom me sabi emu eya no krasa 2020 elections na ye no omuko fa groups bi baya a be nipa be 1 million eton print ye ballot papers eya no kre me pese me bisa me say bisa eya no krasa over 1,000 doctors omo free ekuromu because omo nya adwuma anya dan enye na sabi obi nya adwuma anya na obi nya aduane ni a ede ye na esi obeko ebi nso betena na omo resist the oppressors rule enti question na me bisa
okay
ba kakran so me dey ma NDC fo no say sania ya ye do no me anya sa na ye tete yen ti so omo ye do a omo start na anopa bi omo nko jogging no muntimi and revival because baby a ede na du no na nado ami ate ase se nya ade omo de be den omo de be mayen
very well
enti e was NDC for nso yesu aye let's resist the oppressors rule because enkroma sorry ankenne ankenya independent ana meboa enti ade ye ma me ya asanto a ona age asante ma si ho asa Ghana for mema ne ye do enti anche e ma na wo say take over
very well
adai because BBC amumu bedwane ye ni baby akọ ana ye ni baby akọ enti amra ye keka we nyina me stress Muslims Christians traditional you know omuso mfa kompai bo
mbebodua no
omo mbebodua mo omo mbehwe Quran mun ka omo mbehwe Bible mun ka ye nyina one man one vote
no
uko mienu na sabio bosom ne fawa
wawasem
wa wujeje nti so pese owudi a ene attempt because ye de baby e free no ye de beko not omo free not a omo so believe omo de beko obi ad beko minim so obi akasa ni to obi oye Kristo mi ye Kristo ni yes no kura ye ba ko peme hu se no na Ghana fu suru omo suru na nanom e Bible
odi de Tracy Amenuvo Oko School ewo Perseverance International School ewo Nsamam umame ene eye ayiku nti menu aba iku oba Trizy aye amenuvo na eye ne birthday, so happy birthday to you. I hope say umame ene abusuafo ni na omo eye meda obi bi ase e beda ye mame Anita de so ase na mada eye Chris Dugan, so
Chinese for abe take over mining na you know Ghana nti munya research.
Now what is on your phone?
Training a himfi. Ya titina
himfi titi ya kura.
Himfi titi and the way they ka wa free baby fufu to say ya
obi ya titi ni wo me.
Na me maka na.
Obi a what me to back as rice.
Obi ya titi na himfi na at the age of 55 one hour banje.
Me pa mo chow. Yes, say when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty.
Oh, we will.
No.
Yes, sorry.
Mon sorry. Na ma ye ni mochi. Na yanje Ghana ensi wo. Yanka kwa e bank mo adwane ajaye.
Tuesday, or any babu ama be at the Gumbe show bebre at 8 p.m. on the same platform and also the same network. Nyame eya domna ebonu nsia. Beposo hima ni team so de anwumre no si akase ebo eba hyano sese na ye benada nyame asomdwe nkan onye okese obade ne dom ye kire yokuada yetinkom a kire ye ne Malik Basantali ene be hia impunimpu ewa ha at 4 p.m. Mugabe Maase ni midi betimi afrema tankolega biga the capacity man with 900 million angels nyame aduma ye besa edin hia biem minimum nyina mo eniti